Welcome to our video on hypothyroidism, the 10 foods you must avoid. Hypothyroidism is a condition that affects millions of people around the world, and it is especially common among older adults. When you have hypothyroidism, your thyroid gland doesn't produce enough thyroid hormones. These hormones play a crucial role in regulating your metabolism, energy levels, heart rate, and overall body functions. A deficiency in these hormones leads to a slowing of your body's processes, causing symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, cold intolerance, hair loss, dry skin, constipation, and muscle weakness. While medication, particularly thyroid hormone replacement therapy, is the main treatment for hypothyroidism, diet plays a vital role in managing the condition effectively. The right foods can support thyroid function, boost energy levels, and alleviate some of the uncomfortable symptoms of hypothyroidism. On the flip side, certain foods can hinder your thyroid's ability to function properly, leading to worsened symptoms and making it harder to manage the condition. In this video, we will explore the 10 foods you must avoid if you have hypothyroidism. These foods can disrupt the balance of hormones, interfere with thyroid medication, or exacerbate other symptoms. By learning what foods to avoid, you'll be taking an important step toward better thyroid health and overall wellness. Let's dive into the first food on our list: soy products. 1. Soy products. Soy products are among the most commonly discussed foods when it comes to thyroid health. Soybeans and foods made from them like tofu, soy milk, edamame, tempeh, and miso contain natural compounds called goitrogens. Goitrogens can interfere with the thyroid's ability to use iodine, a mineral that's essential for the production of thyroid hormones. When the thyroid cannot effectively absorb iodine, its ability to produce hormones is impaired, potentially worsening hypothyroidism. Soy products can be beneficial for many people, particularly as a plant-based source of protein. However, for individuals with hypothyroidism, soy's goitrogenic effect can be problematic. This effect is particularly strong when soy products are consumed in large quantities or in their raw form. The good news is that cooking soy can reduce the goitrogenic effect, as heating soybeans helps break down the compounds that interfere with thyroid function. If you have hypothyroidism, you don't necessarily need to eliminate soy completely from your diet, but moderation is key. If you enjoy soy-based foods, opt for small amounts and focus on cooked soy products rather than raw forms. It's also helpful to balance your diet with other protein sources that are rich in essential nutrients that support thyroid health, such as lean meats, eggs, and legumes. 2. Cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous vegetables are incredibly nutritious, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They include broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, cabbage, and bok choy, all of which are staples of a healthy diet. However, these vegetables contain compounds called glucosinolates, which are another type of goitrogen that can interfere with the thyroid's ability to process iodine properly. When consumed in large quantities or raw, these vegetables can hinder thyroid function and may worsen symptoms for those already dealing with hypothyroidism. However, it's important to note that cooking these vegetables greatly reduces their goitrogenic effects. Steaming, boiling, or sautéing cruciferous vegetables helps break down the glucosinolates, making them much safer to eat. That being said, moderation is the key. While these vegetables provide significant health benefits, it's a good idea to balance your intake and incorporate a variety of other vegetables into your diet. If you have hypothyroidism, try to consume cruciferous vegetables in moderation and always opt for cooked versions to minimize any potential negative effects on your thyroid. 3. Processed foods. Processed foods include prepackaged snacks, frozen meals, baked goods, and many types of fast food. These foods are typically high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives that can contribute to various health issues. For individuals with hypothyroidism, processed foods are especially problematic for several reasons. First, many processed foods are low in nutrients and high in empty calories, providing little nutritional benefit for your thyroid or overall health. These foods often lack essential vitamins and minerals, including those necessary for proper thyroid function. Additionally, they tend to be loaded with trans fats, which have been shown to promote inflammation and worsen thyroid function. Another concern is the high content of refined sugars in processed foods. Consuming large amounts of sugar can cause blood sugar imbalances, leading to fatigue, mood swings, and weight gain, all of which are common symptoms of hypothyroidism. Processed foods are also often packed with sodium, which can increase the risk of high blood pressure and fluid retention, further complicating hypothyroid symptoms. To best support your thyroid, it's advisable to avoid processed foods as much as possible. Instead, opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. These foods are more nutrient-dense and will provide the building blocks necessary to maintain healthy thyroid function. 4. Gluten. Gluten is a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, and it's often present in many types of bread, pasta, pastries, and processed foods. For individuals with autoimmune thyroid diseases, such as Hashimoto's thyroiditis, a common cause of hypothyroidism, gluten can be especially problematic. Studies have shown that those with autoimmune thyroid disorders are more likely to have gluten sensitivity, which can worsen inflammation and exacerbate hypothyroid symptoms. Consuming gluten can lead to digestive issues, joint pain, skin problems, and increased thyroid antibodies, all of which can impair the thyroid's ability to function properly. Gluten intolerance is common among people with autoimmune diseases, and eliminating gluten from the diet can often lead to an improvement in symptoms such as fatigue, joint pain, and digestive discomfort. If you have hypothyroidism and suspect that gluten may be affecting your health, consider switching to a gluten-free diet. Fortunately, there are now many gluten-free alternatives available, such as rice, quinoa, gluten-free oats, and almond flour. A gluten-free diet can help reduce inflammation, promote gut health, and alleviate symptoms associated with hypothyroidism. 5. Dairy products. Dairy products such as milk, cheese, yogurt, and butter are rich in calcium, vitamin D, and protein, all of which are important for overall health. However, dairy can sometimes pose problems for people with hypothyroidism, especially those who also have autoimmune thyroid conditions. First, many individuals with hypothyroidism also suffer from lactose intolerance, which can lead to digestive issues like bloating, gas, and diarrhea. Additionally, some studies suggest that dairy may exacerbate inflammation, which can worsen symptoms of hypothyroidism, particularly for those with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Furthermore, some people with hypothyroidism may experience difficulty absorbing nutrients from dairy, such as calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for bone health. If you find that dairy worsens your symptoms, try replacing it with dairy-free alternatives. There are many plant-based options available today, such as almond milk, coconut yogurt, and soy cheese, which can provide similar nutrients without the negative effects on thyroid health. Continuing with our list of foods you should avoid if you have hypothyroidism, let's dive deeper into the next group of foods that can potentially hinder thyroid function and exacerbate symptoms. These foods can disrupt hormone production, reduce the effectiveness of your thyroid medication, and make it more challenging to manage the condition. Understanding these foods and how they affect your thyroid will help you make informed choices to improve your health and well-being. 6. Sugar and refined carbs. Sugar and refined carbohydrates are one of the biggest contributors to metabolic issues in individuals with hypothyroidism. These foods include not only table sugar, but also sugary beverages like soda, sweetened coffee, pastries, and other baked goods made from refined flour. While these foods are delicious, they can wreak havoc on your thyroid and overall health. When you consume sugary and refined carb-rich foods, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling fatigued and irritable. For individuals with hypothyroidism, this can further contribute to fatigue, mood swings, and weight gain, all of which are common symptoms of the condition. Excessive sugar intake can also lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your body becomes less responsive to insulin. This can worsen your metabolic symptoms, as insulin resistance is often associated with increased inflammation and worsened thyroid function. Refined carbs, such as white bread, pasta, and cakes, are quickly broken down into sugar in the body, causing the same blood sugar imbalances. When your body is already struggling with low thyroid hormone levels, adding these foods to your diet can make it harder to regulate your energy levels and weight. It can also impair your body's ability to metabolize food efficiently. To avoid these issues, opt for whole foods, such as whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. These foods are rich in fiber, which helps to stabilize blood sugar levels and support better digestion. Try replacing sugary snacks and refined carbs with nuts, seeds, berries, and other nutrient-dense options that promote thyroid health. 7. Fast food and fried foods. It's no secret that fast food and fried foods are not good for overall health. However, they are especially harmful for individuals with hypothyroidism. These foods are often high in trans fats, sodium, and sugars, all of which contribute to inflammation in the body. Inflammation can disrupt the normal functioning of the thyroid and exacerbate symptoms of hypothyroidism, such as fatigue, brain fog, and muscle aches. Trans fats found in many processed fried foods like French fries, fried chicken, and store-bought baked goods have been shown to lower thyroid hormone levels and impair thyroid function. These unhealthy fats can also increase your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity, which are already concerns for people dealing with hypothyroidism. Moreover, fast foods and fried foods are typically lacking in essential nutrients, such as vitamins and minerals that support thyroid health. They also tend to be high in sodium, which can contribute to high blood pressure and fluid retention, exacerbating symptoms of hypothyroidism. Over time, consuming these types of foods can make it even harder for you to manage your thyroid condition and improve your overall health. To improve your thyroid function, avoid eating fast food and fried foods as much as possible. Instead, try preparing meals at home using healthy fats like olive oil or avocado oil, which are beneficial for your thyroid. Focus on grilled, baked, or steamed foods that are rich in lean proteins, vegetables, and whole grains. 8. Artificial sweeteners. While many people turn to artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin as a way to reduce sugar intake, these sweeteners can cause a range of problems for those with hypothyroidism. Studies have shown that artificial sweeteners may have an adverse effect on thyroid function by interfering with the body's hormonal balance. They can disrupt the metabolism of certain hormones, including thyroid hormones, and may worsen symptoms like fatigue, weight gain, and brain fog. Moreover, some artificial sweeteners can cause gut irritation and digestive discomfort, which can further complicate your health when dealing with hypothyroidism. An unhealthy gut can affect the absorption of essential nutrients, leading to nutritional deficiencies that are detrimental to thyroid health. For those with hypothyroidism, it's best to avoid artificial sweeteners altogether. Instead, try natural alternatives like stevia, honey, or maple syrup in moderation. These natural sweeteners are less likely to interfere with thyroid function and provide a healthier alternative to sugar without the negative effects of artificial chemicals. 9. Alcohol. Alcohol can have a significant impact on thyroid health, especially for individuals with hypothyroidism. While moderate alcohol consumption may be safe for some people, excessive drinking can worsen hypothyroid symptoms and interfere with thyroid function. Alcohol has the ability to disrupt the absorption of thyroid hormones, especially in those who are already on thyroid medication. Additionally, alcohol is known to increase the production of estrogen, which can exacerbate symptoms in individuals with hypothyroidism. Elevated estrogen levels can interfere with the body's ability to convert thyroid hormones into their active forms, making it harder for you to feel well and manage your condition effectively. Furthermore, alcohol can have a depressing effect on the central nervous system, leading to increased feelings of fatigue and brain fog, which are already common symptoms of hypothyroidism. Drinking alcohol may also affect your sleep patterns, making it harder for you to rest and recover, which is essential for thyroid health. If you have hypothyroidism, it's a good idea to limit alcohol consumption or avoid it entirely. If you choose to drink, do so in moderation and be mindful of its effects on your body. Ensure that you're also supporting your thyroid with a balanced diet and proper medication. 10. Caffeine. Finally, let's talk about caffeine. While caffeine is a popular stimulant found in coffee, tea, and certain energy drinks, it can be problematic for those with hypothyroidism. Caffeine can increase stress hormones such as cortisol, which can interfere with thyroid hormone production. High levels of cortisol can also disrupt thyroid hormone conversion, leading to worsened symptoms such as fatigue, anxiety, and mood swings. Additionally, caffeine is a known diuretic, which means it can increase urination and lead to dehydration. Dehydration can exacerbate symptoms like dry skin, constipation, and muscle cramps, all of which are common in individuals with hypothyroidism. Caffeine can also disrupt your sleep, leading to restless nights and increased fatigue during the day. If you have hypothyroidism, it's best to limit your caffeine intake. If you feel you need a pick-me-up, consider drinking herbal teas like ginger tea, peppermint tea, or chamomile tea, which can provide a soothing and natural boost without the negative effects of caffeine. Conclusion: managing hypothyroidism requires more than just taking medication. It's also about making the right lifestyle and dietary choices. By avoiding these 10 foods, soy products, cruciferous vegetables, processed foods, gluten, dairy, sugar and refined carbs, fast food and fried foods, artificial sweeteners, alcohol and caffeine, you can better support your thyroid function and improve your overall health. A well-balanced diet rich in whole foods, lean proteins, healthy fats and fiber is key to maintaining optimal thyroid function. Listen to your body, pay attention to how different foods affect you, and work with your healthcare provider to develop a dietary plan that works best for your specific needs. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more health tips and advice. Stay healthy, stay informed, and take care of your thyroid.